is dead. You know, what happened to her? This is just a beautiful, young, seemingly healthy 28-year-old woman. I was told that she didn't have any health issues, you know, and it was very shocking to hear. And her colleague did not know what happened to her or how she died or why she died, but all she knew is that she was dead. So obviously when I heard this, it was very troublesome and disturbing to find out that this woman who possibly was going to give me an exclusive story on her affair with one of the most powerful rappers in the world, that's very disturbing, and it certainly is very convenient for Jay-Z, isn't it, that she died.
Cathy White's true killer is going to be unveiled. And it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Anything else?
Yeah. Show him the tape, Diddy, you got it.
Oh my God, this story just took the most shocking twist imaginable because her family has finally broken their silence about what happened with Jay-Z. And trust me, it's more scandalous than anyone could have ever imagined. Not only did they practically confirm what everyone's been whispering about, that she really did have a steamy affair with Jay-Z right before her death, but hold on to your seats because there's more. She might have actually been carrying his baby when she mysteriously passed away. I mean, can you even? There have been whispers for the longest time that Jay-Z might know more than he's letting on about what happened to Cathy. But this new tea just blows everything wide open. So does this finally confirm what everyone's been saying, that Cathy was taken care of to protect Beyonce? And what about those wild rumors about Blue Ivy actually being Cathy's child? Let me spill all this piping hot tea for you. The mysterious and super controversial death of Cathy White, or Corey as her friends called her, has had everyone's tongues wagging for over a decade. Sure, some people tried to brush it off as just gossip, but honey, the receipts that just came to light, they're making everyone look at this tragedy in a whole new way, suggesting that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't some tragic accident, but something way more sinister. And get this, the rumors are now dragging in some major players, with Jay-Z, Diddy, and Queen Bey herself all getting caught up in this mess. To really understand just how deep this scandal goes, we need to take it back to where it all started. Cathy White was this gorgeous, ambitious young thing whose path crossed with some of the biggest names in entertainment. The whispers about her and Jay-Z started years ago, painting this picture of a secret romance that might have ended in disaster. These rumors first started heating up after this super public trip to Las Vegas back in 2009. Picture this: Cathy, Jay-Z, Diddy, and Claudia Jordan all spotted together at the MGM Grand for the Floyd Mayweather versus Juan Manuel Marquez fight. This wasn't just any celeb-packed event, it turned out to be a crucial piece of this wild puzzle. People who were there swear that Cathy and Jay-Z seemed way too close for comfort, sparking all kinds of talk about what was really going on between them. Remember, Jay-Z was already this global icon, married to Beyoncé, with this perfect image of power and loyalty. An affair that would have been absolutely devastating to everything they'd built. But wait, because this gets even juicier, sources spilled that Jay-Z was throwing serious money at Cathy during that Vegas trip, showering her with expensive gifts like it was nothing. Just before they hit up that fight, he supposedly dropped $2,500 on a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes for her to wear that night. But here's where it gets suspicious. Jay apparently insisted she bring some friends along to make it look less obvious they were together. Smart move, right? The plot thickens at the Bellagio casino, where Jay was reportedly super paranoid about keeping up appearances, making sure Cathy's friends stayed close by while they were gambling. And speaking of those friends, guess who was one of them? None other than Claudia Jordan. Yes, that Claudia Jordan, the former model and reality TV star who's no stranger to scandal herself, with all those home wrecker rumors following her around for years. Having Claudia there just makes this whole thing even messier, especially given her reputation for stirring up drama. Like, was she just an innocent bystander? Or did she play a bigger role in what went down? The tea is scalding, honey. Now, if you're wondering how all this juicy gossip about Jay-Z and Cathy ever made it to the public, well, let me tell you about Hollywood Unlocked's Jason Lee. This man lives for spilling tea, and when he got his hands on this story, child, he wasn't about to keep quiet. According to The Streets, several of Hova's close associates confirmed the whole thing. And get this, they say Cathy was only interested in super rich men, like, we're talking $50 million net worth minimum. The girl had expensive taste. But Jason Lee, he wasn't done stirring the pot. Last year, he supposedly came across some seriously explosive information about Beyoncé herself, the kind of tea that could totally destroy her squeaky clean image. And what did he do with this information? Well, rumor has it he tried to use it as leverage against Queen Bey herself. Can you believe the nerve? While nobody knows exactly what this tea was or what he wanted in exchange for keeping quiet, you know he was playing with fire.
Got the receipts. I still have the receipts. Yvette, no, I got the receipts. I got them. Now, if I get that message to Beyonce,
yes,
I can get it to be. I'm connected. I could get the message to Beyonce.
She needs to know.
And I think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's gonna be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
The fires that will come of that.
I ain't worried. I ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you right now, I'm not playing this industry.
Talk about messy, but hold on to your wigs because there's more. Back in 2020, this super juicy blind item dropped on Crazy Days and Nights that had everyone gagging. It basically exposed someone for knowing way more about Cathy's death than they were letting on. The tea was scalding hot. This A-list host, H-model actress has kept her mouth shut about her friend's death, but she's becoming more and more convinced that this permanent A+ list rapper had her friend eliminated. It was just too convenient. He wanted her gone, and next thing you know, she's dead. It didn't take long for everyone to connect the dots and figure out we were talking about Cathy, Jay-Z, and Claudia Jordan. But when Claudia finally broke her silence, oh honey, she was not having it. She went off. I'm so over this nonsense. When and where did she make this announcement? She came to my house a few times when we hung out in 2010 and she was never pregnant around me. We were out here drinking and gambling in Vegas together. That wasn't Jay-Z at the amusement park with her. That's complete BS. She never told me anything about them being involved. I'm so tired of people pushing this story for decades. Keep my name out of it.
So it would not be rare or odd to see a Diddy, a Jay-Z, an Eve, this or that, Lil Kim. They would be out there for that. We randomly ran into him. Now, the second time we saw him, he was definitely out there and he had a show. Okay, he had a concert. And he was not paying my friend no mind. Like, we were all there and he was just like polite. And he was not flirting with no one. There was nothing going on. So I need y'all to stop with this false narrative.
But wait, because this tea just keeps getting hotter. After Cathy passed away, people started whispering that she might have been paid off to deny the affair rumors in the first place. I mean, it makes you think, why was she so adamant about denying everything? It's giving very much damage control, especially when you're dealing with power players like Jay-Z and Beyoncé. And speaking of Beyoncé, the Beyhive has been in detective mode, especially when it comes to her music. They're convinced that her song, Her Mother's Daughter, might actually be spilling some serious tea about what went down with Cathy. Let me read you these lyrics because they are chilling. Your body laid out on these filthy floors, your stains on my custom coutures, bathroom attendant let me write in. She was a big fan. I really tried to stay cool, but your errands disturbed my solitude. Now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue. Look what you made me do. Like, excuse me? These aren't just lyrics. They're reading like a whole crime scene. The bathroom reference, the physical altercation, the stains. Fans are saying this might be Beyoncé telling on herself about what really happened between her and Cathy. But hold on to your edges because this story takes an even darker turn. Some people are saying Cathy wasn't just having an affair with Jay-Z, she was allegedly pregnant with his baby when she died. And here's where it gets absolutely wild. There are claims she actually gave birth before she passed away. Now, brace yourselves for this conspiracy theory because it is next level. Some people think Blue Ivy is actually Cathy's child. Yes, you heard that right. The theory suggests that after Cathy gave birth, Jay-Z and Beyoncé took the baby and raised her as their own to protect their image. This would mean Beyoncé's iconic pregnancy, complete with that legendary VMAs reveal, was all just smoke and mirrors. Why do people believe this crazy theory? Well, some fans have always side-eyed Beyoncé's pregnancy with Blue Ivy, claiming her baby bump looked different sizes at different times, maybe even suggesting she wore a prosthetic. Even though Beyoncé tried to shut down these rumors in her HBO documentary by showing her bare belly, some people just won't let it go. And here's the thing about Cathy's death. It was just so sudden and suspicious. If she really was pregnant, what happened to the baby? Why hasn't anyone ever mentioned this before? The timing of her death and Blue Ivy's birth? A little too convenient if you ask some people, now I know what you're thinking. Blue Ivy looks just like Jay-Z and Beyoncé. But conspiracy theorists say the timing is just too perfect to ignore. Beyoncé addressed these crazy rumors saying, "That was crazy. It wasn't hurtful, it was just crazy. Where did they come up with this?" Even Mama Tina jumped in to defend her daughter, calling the rumors unfair and cruel. But let's get real for a minute. While I'm not saying Beyoncé definitely took Cathy's baby, you have to admit the circumstances around Cathy's death are shadier than a palm tree. The timing, the people involved, all the behind-the-scenes whispers, it's all super suspicious. Right before she died, Cathy was supposedly about to blow the lid off this whole situation. A tabloid reached out to her about her alleged affair with Jay-Z. And guess what? She was ready to tell all, but it gets even messier. Apparently, she went straight to Jay-Z and tried to get some hush money, threatening to expose everything if he didn't pay up. Let me tell you, playing with fire like that when you're dealing with someone as powerful as Jay-Z, not the smartest move. We're talking about one of the most connected people in the industry, and Beyoncé's whole brand is built on this perfect family image. This story would have been absolutely devastating. But before Cathy could spill any tea, she suddenly passed away, supposedly from a brain aneurysm. Convenient timing much? The reporter who was working with her, Liz Crowan, still believes something shady went down. She shared all the details about how Cathy first denied everything, then changed her tune when confronted with evidence, and was just about to go public when, well, you know what happened. Liz even dropped some serious bombshells about corrupt corners and law enforcement being in Jay-Z's pocket, claiming they'd rule homicides as natural deaths for the right price. And get this, according to an NYPD detective, Cathy's death was considered suspicious from the start, with possible drug involvement, and the parallels between Jay-Z and his bestie Diddy. Chilly, let me tell you. Both of them have been connected to suspicious deaths of women in their lives, with Kim Porter's passing raising just as many eyebrows. Now, according to an insider, it was Cathy's own family who spilled all this tea to Liz Crowan. They allegedly believe she was pregnant, but they never found out what happened to the baby, which kind of makes you wonder about that whole Blue Ivy theory, doesn't it? But what do you think about all this? Is there more to Cathy's death than we've been told? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out our next video.